Flight SimCon 2016 and AirDailyX.net. I am here with Dan and Laurent from Fly Inside. And it's very interesting because your booth has been one of the busiest here at this year's convention. Taking a look at the guys here in the background, they're turning their heads, so this must be really exciting. A lot of people have really been telling me that Oculus Rift is really the future. It's the next big step for flight simulation, and I have yet to even try it. And one of the biggest conversations that I've had with a lot of my friends is when you have that thing on your head, and if you're not in a HOTAS situation, what happens when you need to reach up to the overhead and click a switch, or what if you want to use the throttle or something? That's not really possible. And what it seems like you've done is you've made that possible. So tell us a little bit about the founding of Fly Inside and what sort of led you to where you are now.
So about a year and a half, well, that's really more 2.5 years ago, I got a Oculus Rift development kit 2 in the mail. Just for fun, I wanted one, it looked exciting. And I realized very quickly that flight simulators could be a great application for this. So I threw together a basic plugin for the prepared simulator called DCOC, and a lot of people liked it, but not that many people used prepared, and it never caught on. So then near the beginning of 2015, Flight Simulator X got re-released, put for sale again by Dovetail. And that's when I decided to create Fly Inside, because I realized there could be enough pilots that wanted to use this.
Right.
So I started working on virtual reality support for Flight Simulator X. And I'd had a lot of feedback over the past year or so about how pilots have a lot of needs. They have things like they'll use 2 monitors because they want their map open. They have all sorts of crazy controls and cockpit layouts, and I realized these were all use cases I needed to address if people were really going to flight sim in VR. So that's when I started working on Fly Inside. It was with the goal of making virtual reality a practical way to flight sim, because it's extremely fun, virtual reality. It's a lot cooler than just looking at a monitor. You feel like you're in the cockpit, you see the world around you. It's a very easy sell, but I had to make it practical for the power user.
Right.
So there's a few different things that Fly Inside does. First off, we support the Leap Motion camera sensor, which you can see it's right on the front of that headset. And that tracks your hands, so you hold your hands up and it maps them out in 3D space.
Wow.
So we've combined that with Fly Inside so that if you want to turn on your landing lights, you reach up and you flip your landing lights. You don't need any hardware, you just reach out and touch it. Same for the flaps lever, the gear lever, all sorts of things. And we've also, the other thing we pioneered was really a virtual windowing system, so that if you have a checklist or a map, you pop it up and it sits in the cockpit next to you. So you can place it on the chair next to you or as a knee board and have access to what you'd normally put on a second monitor.
Now, when you place that object, let's say just on the chair next to you, and you turn your head, does it stay there and then you turn down and look at it again, or does it still follow you around like a 2D window?
It stays there. It's almost like it's a real object next to you.
Wow, that is amazing. Tell me, what was the biggest challenge of getting this integration with FSX and Prepare?
So really the biggest challenge is just that we're working with a huge piece of software that people have so many different use cases for. So it might work on my Flight Simulator X, but someone else has 20 different plugins.
Wow.
And so, when we started out, there were lots of confused users where it worked great for some, didn't work for others. And we've put a lot of time into making this work with all of these add-on aircraft and add-on sceneries. And it's, the biggest challenge is definitely the diversity of the flight sim community.
Now, I know that for me, the only reason why I've never purchased a development kit is because it seems like Oculus Rift is just like forever in development, and who knows when it's ever going to just be finally done and out to the consumer community. But as far as your integration methods with it, and of course, we don't know what the final version of Oculus may finally have, but as far as what you've done, how far are you away from just releasing it and getting it out?
So this is released. You can buy it on our
already.
website. So flyinsidefsx.com, you can purchase the software today, $35.
Wow.
at the same time, much like, Windows went for sale back in the early 90s, but it's never been done.
Right.
That's the same for us. We're always adding new features, new technology, new video technologies, new headset technologies, input. So this isn't a static product. We're always seeing what we can do to make it better.
And have you seen something of a demand for the product thus far?
Certainly. So the limiting factor is, you mentioned how Oculus has been in development forever and ever, but they just recently, in the past couple of months, have released their first consumer headset.
Is it already out? I
So-
stopped researching it
So
after
it's
a while.
out. It's they're still working on the manufacturing, so there's a backlog. If you order it, it might take about 6 weeks before you get yours that you ordered.
Right.
But it's out, and it's a very nice, user-friendly product.
I see. And Laurent, tell us a little bit about your end of Fly Inside.
Well, I'm the business side of Fly Inside.
business side.
So he's the genius who developed the technology. I'm the guy behind the guy who arrived to help him and try to make a business out of it. So that's pretty much it.
How'd the
I'm
two of you
afraid.
meet?
Well, through a common friend, if I may say, who Dan was thinking about developing his business, but was looking for some ideas, and we had a common friend who said, "Oh, you know what? I have this friend who just moved to the USA. You should meet him. He will certainly be of a lot of help." So
It was fate.
And exactly. And actually, I met Dan the day I received my work permit. Like,
Wow.
US work
So
permit.
you could actually
So
get
it
to
was
work.
fate, I told him,
Yeah.
say,
Now
"Oh,
I can start getting paid. Awesome. Well, we've talked about it. I think it's time for me to sit down and try this thing out.
Please be our guest."
All right, let's do it.
And I can
First time.
Yeah, first time.
Here we go.
So if it's uncomfortable or blurry, we can adjust the straps for you.
Oh my God.
So how's it feel? How's the headset feel?
The headset feels, it feels fine.
Okay.
I don't know if it's adjusted right with the earphones. Oh my God.
So look straight ahead.
Okay.
And give the headset a good tap on the side.
On any side?
Yeah, that'll work. Just on the side of the headset. Harder.
Oh, there it
you're
is.
in the cockpit.
Holy crap.
So now hold up your
Oh my
hands.
God. I'm inside the cockpit. This is amazing. Oh my gosh, this is amazing. Wow. If I grab the yoke, does everything work?
Yes, it will. So not the yoke. You'll have to grab the
I'll have to
physical
use the
joystick.
stick. Okay.
So your throttle's a little to the left.
Yeah.
You can keep your hand on the joystick
Okay, I'll just use this hand for the
and
throttle.
left hand on the throttle. So
Okay.
way over to the left more. Oh, there you go. You found the leap throttle. Perfect.
Oh, okay.
So take that all the way forward too.
Wait, oops. There it
There
is.
you go.
Oh my God. Oh, that was one. There we go.
There, I got both for you.
Wow.
Oh, you're the fly inside guy?
Fly inside.
Can I get a quick video shot?
Oh my God. I cannot believe this is insane.
Yeah, Oculus Rift CV1 right there. Consumer Rift.
This is insane.
Yeah, I can grab you one from the back. Or actually,
All right, let's see here.
yeah, all different.
Gotta find our gear lever here. There it is. Thanks. Clicking around. This is unbelievable. This is inside the airplane. I am inside the airplane. I thought the feeling of this would be. I honestly thought the feeling of this would be that I would be looking at, like as if I'm in a movie theater. And maybe I'm looking at a large screen somewhere off in the distance, but you don't really see the sides of the unit. Everywhere you look, it puts you're directly in the cockpit of the airplane. And it looks as if you're in the real cockpit. The only difference is, I think my brain feels like I should be feeling the motion of the aircraft. Because I fly, I know what I should be feeling now, and I'm not feeling that. And I think my brain is a little bit confused. But one of the things I heard about this is a lot of people tend to get dizzy and throw up. I'm not experiencing that at all. The depth and the dynamic range, it feels absolutely real. I feel like I am literally in the aircraft. I have to say, I do not think I can ever go back to a two-dimensional screen ever again. Not only does it give you the ability to look around, but this is actually even better for training, because when you're flying an aircraft like this, the point is to put your head on a swivel, because you're always constantly looking for other aircraft, and you don't do that on a two-dimensional screen.
You can see right on the screen.
I don't know if I'm controlling both.
Yeah, you're
So far, it's only going to the, looks like number 2.
yeah, you can only grab one at a time
I
right now.
see. Okay, so let's find the throttle. Where is it? Oh, it's over here, isn't it? There it is.
There you go.
All right, let's find the airfield. This is New York. Oh my
Yeah,
God.
I think it's LaGuardia.
Yeah, that's LaGuardia. There's New York. There's the Manhattan over there. This is amazing. This is real. This is absolutely real. Well, one thing is for sure. The second I get my Oculus Rift, fly inside would definitely be the next step. Oops, where's my hand? There we go. Let's put some flaps down here. Where's my throttle?
There you go. You got it.
Let's see here. Oh, there's the runway. This is the most amazing thing I think I've ever experienced with Flight Simulator. And I have flown full level D cockpits, and I still think this is better. Let's see, we'll come back in over the bay and put it down over there. Wow, this is absolutely amazing. I need to trim this out a little bit. Let's here now. Here's my hand here. Now, how do I put the gear down?
So that is
Oh, there
the
it
lever.
goes.
You got it?
Yeah. Oh, did you pull it down for me?
No, you did.
Oh, I did it.
You
Okay.
did.
Let's go flaps here. Where are they all down? That's the thing, is I think I'm moving. I need to move my head, the hand with my head. Is that correct?
You can move your hand. It works.
Okay. It's still a little bit hot here, but let's see if I can swing it down on the runway there. Oh, that's a little bit tight. Oh, that's really tight. We wouldn't do this in real life, but it really feels like you're in the aircraft. This is incredible. Let's see first. And I actually have to sit up in my seat a little bit to see the runway. This is absolutely amazing. I don't know where the brake is.
Right index finger.
Here?
Right index.
Oh, right index.
Trigger.
Oh, trigger. There we go. Wow. They say right here, but I cannot see the environment anywhere. Now, there's a menu button that just popped up there.
So you can use that to navigate our options and settings.
Whoa! Look at that.
So no one else can see the menu that you see. That is the menu.
Well, to kind of describe what I'm seeing here, we've basically switched out of the flight simulation environment, and it's put the flight simulator in a 2D window. And now I'm looking at two-dimensional screens floating in 3D space, which allows me to load my flight, select aircraft, go to airport, show menu, all of the menus that you would normally see in your drop-down. Additionally, we have other sim binding, settings, analysis network. I can use all of the menus that would usually be in Flight Simulator. So if I just pick select aircraft here, can I just push that? How does that work?
So touch it gently.
Oh, even though I'm not touching anything. Should I reach out and touch it?
Yeah, reach out and touch it.
Oh, you reach out and touch it. Wow, okay. And there's our aircraft selection menu, which is also part of the hangar here. This is incredible. Everything is here in 3D space. What can I say? You guys have done an amazing job. Well, I think I'll need to take this home with me. Wow, I'm in the hangar again. Words can hardly describe what this does, but what you guys have done is essentially amazing. I love it.
Thank you.
Thank you. This will certainly be the first thing on my list the second I get home. Thanks so much, guys. It's been an honor to get to interview with you, and I wish you very continued success.